What's poppin', people? Welcome to the hottest NFT and crypto channel coming at you straight from the self-proclaimed king himself, NickyG. I'm kidding, guys. I actually know nothing, but thanks for tuning in. Let's hop right into it. And now for the tip of the day, something that everybody likes to hear. Today's tip of the day is this marker tip. This is the tip of the day. That is it. Let's get into it. Nothing I say in these videos or on my Twitter or anywhere should be taken as financial advice. Please do your own research. Now let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome to the first segment. This is the Community Alpha segment, and today we're joined by Buckets. Buckets is going to talk about Defenders of Dogewood. Take it away, man.
Hey, thank you, Nicky. How's it going, guys? So today I'm going to touch on Defenders of Dogewood. Obviously, if you know about the project, you know that it has fully minted out, but the reason why this is my alpha call is because they have a lot of exciting things going on, and a lot of exciting things for the future. So just as a quick background, if anyone's not familiar with the project, Defenders of Dogewood was a project that released 4,000 pieces out of their total 5,000 collection that was available to mint by ETH. It was completely minted out for the first day, and the remaining 1,000 could have been minted by staking the initial 4,000 into their staking pool, earning their token called Treat, and then minting the remaining 1,000 using their token. Defenders of Dogewood is an RPG fully on-chain game. Right now, the reason why I want to talk about this project specifically is because they just launched their Polygon bridge. Because it's going to be an on-chain game, the gas prices with ETH will be extraordinary. So the bridge was fully successful, and now people are bridging their staked Dogewoods onto the Polygon network. Right now, approximately 93% of all the Dogewood NFTs are currently staked, which is a super bullish sign, especially since their floor is currently like 0.24 ETH at the time of recording. I personally see with the upcoming launch of their game, I truly believe that we could see an upward tick in price. And a little bit of backstory on the actual project is that there was no initial marketing, it was all grassroots. So this is my alpha for today, and I hope you guys get some value from it.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool. I mean, would you say 93% staked?
Yeah, 93%.
Wow, that's a pretty high number. I mean, 93% staking, you guys can see it here. There's 321 owners, which means that the rest of them are in this contract right here on this address. 2.7K roughly. And then, not to mention all the ones that are probably already being bridged over to Polygon, right?
Yeah, exactly. And all these people, if you think about it, since mint have been earning passive income. And not only that, the game actually has a leveling system because each character and each breed are going to have their own unique set of stats. So they're actually also incentivizing people to reinvest the tokens that they've earned back into the game and level up their NFTs, which is just another cool concept and another incentive to stake your NFTs in their staking pool and into their game.
I'm interested to hear when this game is going to come out. And, obviously the bridge to Polygon is a huge play. A lot of on-chain games are making the move to other chains now because of the gas. And you're actually seeing a lot of on-chain games do really well in things like AVAX, Solana, all over the place. They do really well on these other networks because the gas fees are so low. I was in, for example, Gold Hunt game, and Gold Hunt game cost me an arm and a leg in gas to play that game, and I'm in deep. And now, only now that they're choosing to go to Polygon, it's like, okay, I already lost a lot. I hope that they can recover. So, I mean, it's the right move to go to a different blockchain, and I hope they do well. I mean, keep me updated when this thing gets closer to this game. Maybe I'll snag a few and get a nice 3x out of it. Well, you know what, Buckets? Thank you very much for that alpha, dude. That's a little sneak peek into a community that probably not a lot of people are paying attention to right now. It's going to go a little bit under the radar. So that's some great alpha, Buckets. Appreciate you. Guys, this is the kind of stuff that we go through in NickyG Alpha Discord. Get in there if you can. Alright guys, second project on the dock today is 0xIdentities. This is a very low-key project, but in my opinion, it looks phenomenal. Just today, there was an AMA with the team showing live gameplay footage of a game they're developing in Unreal Engine 5. Before we go too far, here's a little bit of details. So the project has already minted out its Genesis collection, as you guys can see here on the page. Genesis collection, they sold for 0.1 at mint. Floor price is relatively low compared to the mint price, but that's because people just generally don't understand what they're building, or they're not interested in what they're building in the long term. They are planning to release a second larger collection for the game, and that date is unannounced and unofficially stated in the next month or so. As for the game, my understanding is they are creating a game of AAA quality that is meant to be a dynamic multiplayer social gaming and puzzle solving project currently in development, with the alpha expected to be released in early 2022. And recently, guys, they posted a current development update, which I will link in the description below for you guys to deep dive into. That would be this Medium link right here. Lots of cool information if you guys are interested. All right, guys, on the website, the team does not seem to be doxed, but they have some pretty impressive backgrounds. Based on what I've heard during one of the AMAs, I heard a member say that they helped develop a game within 3 weeks over the recent summer, which, if you know about game development, is not an easy accomplishment. And I'm not sure why they would have any reason to lie about that. It would be a weird flex to lie about something like that. So we'll see what they can develop. I mean, undoxed, we don't really know what work they've done before this, but they have been showing us really cool gameplay footage in the AMAs in the Discord. So that's yet to be seen. All right, guys, with ownership of their Gen 1 NFT, you'll get access to the project's DAO, whitelist spots for all future mints, airdrops of Gen 1 ID Pass NFTs, not exactly sure what those are, but here's the cool part. Early access to their public beta in mid-2022, and then finally, an additional perk that they posted in announcements for holders, post-sellout, which makes this completely okay. They're distributing 15% of the sale of the next generation of NFTs to the current Gen 1 holders. So if you are a Gen 1 holder, when they sell out their Gen 2 collection, the Gen 1 holders will be distributed 15% of that sale. Now, guys, the art. To be honest, as always, I'm not a huge fan of the OpenSea PFP version of the characters, but the in-game footage that they showed off in the Discord was very cool. The characters look a lot better in-game versus the OpenSea PFP, as you can see right here. Not super impressive, but in-game they do look a lot cooler. It's full of great people, though. I initially heard about it from my boys over at the Nifty Nuggets Discord. Shout out to the Nugs. But yeah, you know what? I think this project has a lot of opportunity to grow, and they're doing something really cool. As long as they can deliver, I don't see an issue with it. My final thoughts are that I am going to hold about 5 to 10 of these things in the event that they gain traction closer to the Gen 2 mint. In that case, I can collect a nice sum of that 15% allocation, as well as if the Gen 1 set blows up for some reason, I'll be able to flip and secure some profits while also still holding more NFTs. All right, guys, the next project up is Internet Made. This is a little bit of their website. It's not released yet, but this is the landing page for their current URL. It looks super dope. But I want to start off by saying I was super early into this project, and I was able to talk to the founder, and here's a little blurb that the founder gave me about the project. Internet Made is more than a collection. We're a movement bringing the fashion house to the digital world, and we're an artificial fashion studio bringing our community into our vision and future creative development. Our designs evolve with the changing landscapes of innovation. Internet Made is a brand and a movement bringing artists, creators, and fashion designers together to use the technology to express themselves in a new way. Our goal is to welcome everyone from holders, artists, founders into the future of fashion. So guys, that's a little bit about the project, but now if we go towards the sneak peeks in the Discord, you'll see here there's a little bit of augmented reality stuff going on that they're working with, which is really cool. It's not easy to implement. Also, on their Twitter, I guess they released this sneak peek, which you can kind of get a sense of what the art's going to look like. Overall, it's pretty scarce, but what I can say is they really resemble the art that's been sticking most recently. We saw with PunkX, and then also the recent hype around Weather Report and other similar projects. It is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of like the upside down jacket thing that they got going on here. But this one looks pretty dope. Like this guy, it's not too bad. I'll be interested to see what they do. That's my strategy with some of these smaller projects, is basically if you get in early enough, get the whitelist, get the OG role, secure it, and then just monitor the project. If it doesn't go well, just leave. You do not have to mint anything. Guys, my final thoughts on the project is, again, if this is something that you can get into, get whitelist for, and then monitor it up until the mint date. If you choose not to mint it, so be it. It's not like you're going to spend a lot of time in there anyways. But if it does blow up, then you guys have secured a spot on a very hype project, which then you can, choose what to do with it then. I know I got some whitelist spots for the NickyG Alpha group, and we're going to watch this project as it develops and just see how it goes. Now guys, on to Troverse, the fourth project on the dock today. I secured some nice whitelist spots early for the NickyG Alpha group on this one, and I'm extremely excited for what the team has to offer. Since I started to talk with them, they have grown quite a bit, and now they're at a Discord of over 21.5k members, and a Genesis type of NFT selling on OpenSea for over 4.5 ETH, just to get access to this mint. Now for the mint details, guys, the date is set for early February, but nothing's set in stone. As for the price, I can imagine this going around 0.2 ETH, as the hype picks up, and the fact that they are developing a game and an ecosystem, pretty justifiable in my opinion at that price. Total supply is 10,000 NFTs, or planets in this case, which is quite a large collection, but I think it could do very well if they deliver the alpha and the beta game this year. Speaking of the game, guys, they're building out these planets that you can see behind me in Unreal Engine, and there are over 20 biomes that will be available. The main premise is that each planet is explorable for unique resources based on the planet type, and things that I've seen like AI type of animals and beings that you need to kill around the planets as well. It seems like a super cool idea. I can't wait to see what they do with this. I'll link the trailer down in the description below, guys, so you guys can take a look at their YouTube channel and what they have going on there. If we move over to the art and the sneak peeks channel in their Discord, guys, you can get a sense of some of the stuff that they're doing with these planets and the different biomes and resources that would be available on them. You can see here 2 videos. There's a car here or a spaceship that you can drive. I think that's super sick. But yeah, the art, the sneak peeks, they look pretty sweet. I'm excited for this more sneak peeks to come. So Galix, if you're listening to this, please release more. Guys, as for my final thoughts on this project, I think it can get pretty big based on the sneak peeks, the promo videos, and everything else that's a part of this Discord and this whole community. It's super high quality work. The team seems very dedicated, and they spent a lot of time working on this project. So I think it can do really well. My thoughts are just get whitelist, monitor, and see what happens. But I do think this is going to be a big one. Alright guys, next project up is the Fortune Friends Club. Let's get right into the mint details on this one. The project will have a supply of 8,888 NFTs at a price of 0.055 ETH, and the pre-sale is going to happen January 28th with the public on January 30th. As for the roadmap, guys, it seems a little fluffy to me. They have giveaways, Bow brand, which is like merch, a DAO to fund creatives, Fortune Games, art extension. It just seems a little fluff to me. But you know what? Hyped up, cute PFP project. If we take a look at some sneak peeks probably posted on their Instagram, which is better for seeing sneak peeks, super cute, right? Like, they're really cute looking little things. They're probably competition with Bento Boy's Squishy Squad, but I know the squishes and they offer a ton of utility, so it's gonna be super interesting to see what this project does. As I mentioned, the art's super cute. I think it has potential. As for community, guys, it seems that they love this kind of cute PFP type of avatars. The chat moves pretty nicely. There's about 28,000 people in the Discord, and people seem to like this stuff. I'm not sure why it's just about the art all the time, but some projects come out and people love the art so much they just go all into it. But like I said, guys, there's currently a lot of demand for this. I know the NickyG Alpha Squad really wants some of these, working with the team to try and get some whitelist for the project. I think it's a good plan to try and get whitelist for this and potentially flip to see where it gets to. As I said, these cute PFPs seem to do really well. Look at Cool Cats, Doodles, Squishy Squad, all those really cute PFP projects with utility, obviously. They do well. I guess my final thought, if I could just reiterate it really quick, is it can probably sell out. And at that point, if I do buy this, I'm going to likely ride the pre-reveal flip strategy to accumulate more ETH. That's my play. It's always my play. do your own research, make your own convicted decisions. All right, guys, the ever so hyped up Global Citizens Club is up next. Mint details on this are the following. Supply 8,888, price 0.08 or 0.0888. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's one of those two. The dates on it are January 28th and January 29th for pre-sale in public. As for this project, guys, I've had the pleasure of being a part of this team as a community manager and an advisor. I can say that the team did fully dox themselves to me personally, and they have a pretty cool vision on what they want to do with this project. Essentially creating a premium global exclusive club where members get deals on premium brands, travel and tourism around the world. They have a lot of partnerships and collaborations in the works. If you go to the announcements channel, guys, and you scroll up a bit, you'll see an example of all of these different influencer collaborations they have with, from the Asian market as well as the North American market. You can see some of the partnerships that they have. So they have 3 official partners: IDN, which is a magazine, an international publication; Milk Cargo, which is basically a toy company; and Kadokawa Genpak Stars, which is a broad-based media company. It's a very diverse portfolio in animation, games, comics, and novels. So those are some pretty strong partnerships to get, especially with some really cool collaborations. You can see that they have some IDN merch in the drop itself. So guys, following the explosion of Asian-led projects, I have very high conviction on this project, both as a flip and as a longer hold with the club membership perks. They have a staking mechanism where you can earn GCC miles, which is available in their roadmap where they go over this. Essentially, these miles or this token is going to allow you to purchase GCC Unique Adventures collection, which I believe is a IRL adventures that are limited, along with premium brand drops and discounts as well. As for the art, guys, at first, honestly, I wasn't in love with the art at all, but the more I looked at it, the more I fell in love with the minimalist look of these things. They work really, really well as PFPs, and something about them just really resonates with me. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this one specific one, this one right here specifically, I just love it. I love it. It reminds me, it's the Godfather character. I love this guy. I want this guy. If it's on secondary, I'm probably going to try and buy it. Haven't really seen this sort of style myself, but I love it. One thing, guys, I really wanted to cover on this specific project is the Discord initiation. When you join the Discord, guys, you do the regular React role, and then you get a role that brings you to this channel. It's called the airport. The only way that you can get out of the airport is when the managers run a boarding sequence. So when people board, you type in a certain code, and I'll find you an example. You type in a certain code and the bot gives you a different role. When you guys get into the plane, now you're waiting for the next announcement from the manager roles or anybody of the founders, where you can then type in the new command. These commands change all the time, guys. They're never the same. You type in the command and now the plane has landed and it sends you to the beach. Guys, when you get to the beach, I'm telling you, this is the most lit thing. They tag the group of people in the Discord that are at here, and we just have like a little party. Like, people like party it up. They send gifts, they send a bunch of welcomes. It's the most welcoming experience that I've had in a Discord yet. There's little party commands. I think it's a lot of fun and it's something unique and it avoids bots. All right, guys, my final thoughts on this project right here is I think it's going to hit the Asian market and the North American market and really take off. The art is dope. Every Asian project is exploding right now. I'm going to mint these, and then I'm going to probably sweep a bit more because I've seen the other projects in the Asian space take off, and it's an opportunity I do not want to miss in terms of flipping some for nice profits and then staking some for the benefits. All right, guys, that's it for this video today. I just want to say a big thank you guys for the love on the first video. This is only the beginning, so like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, just so you guys can keep up to date with NickyG and the squad. All links from this video are going to be posted in the description below. Nicky out. Peace.